If you earn more than $50,000 a year, and you still feel broke at the end of every month, this video is going to tell you exactly why. And I promise you, the answer is not what you are expecting. It is not your rent. It is not your student loans. It is not inflation. It is not the economy. It is not anything outside of your control. The real answer hides inside a single number. A number so small that almost nobody ever questions it. $500. Not 5,000. Not 50,000. Just 500. And today I am going to show you exactly how that number, quietly repeated across different areas of your life, is draining your ability to build real wealth. Because the $500 lifestyle trap is everywhere in modern America. And most people are living inside it without even knowing it. Stay with me until the end. Because the math I am going to show you is going to genuinely change the way you see your finances forever. Most people believe financial problems start with low income. They picture someone struggling simply because their paycheck is not big enough. And on the surface, that makes sense. But something very strange is happening in America right now. Millions of people are earning more than ever before. They got the degree. They got the job. They got the promotions. Some of them are earning more than their parents ever did. And yet at the end of every single month their bank account still looks empty. They work full-time. They receive steady paychecks. They get regular raises. But somehow the money just disappears. Every single month like clockwork. So if income is rising, why do so many people still feel completely broke? Because the problem was never about how much money comes in. The problem is about the structure of how that money flows out. And that structure has a name. Economists call it lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation is what happens when your spending grows as fast as your income. Or sometimes even faster. A raise arrives. And immediately the car gets upgraded. The apartment gets nicer. The phone gets replaced sooner. The subscriptions multiply. Every dollar that comes in already has a job before it even lands. And most of those jobs involve a monthly payment. That is exactly where the trap begins. Let me introduce you to someone named Maya. Maya is 29 years old. She lives in Dallas, Texas. She works as a project coordinator for a logistics company. She earns $68,000 per year. That is very close to the median income for a full-time American worker. On paper, Maya is doing well. She has a steady job. She lives in a modern apartment. She drives a relatively new car. She has a good phone. A large television. A gym membership. Several streaming services. She travels with friends a couple of times a year. From the outside, Maya looks stable. Maybe even successful. But Maya has a serious problem that nobody can see from the outside. At the end of every single month, almost all of her money is already gone. Her paycheck hits the account. And within 72 hours, the majority of it is already committed. Not because Maya is irresponsible. Not because she spends money on extreme luxuries. But because Maya's entire life has been quietly built on top of monthly payments. Let's start with Maya's car. When Maya bought her car, the monthly payment was $495. The dealership told her it was a great deal. The car looked modern and clean. The payment seemed manageable. And compared to her salary, it did not seem like a big risk. So Maya signed the contract. And at first, everything felt completely fine. But the $495 was only the beginning. Because a car payment is never just the car payment. Car insurance added another $185 per month. Fuel averaged about $210 per month. Oil changes. New tires. Unexpected repairs. Another $120 per month on average. Suddenly the car that seemed to cost $495 per month was actually costing Maya $1,010 every single month. More than 21% of her entire take-home income. For one asset. That loses value every single day she owns it. And here is the thing. Maya knew about the car payment. She budgeted for it. What she did not fully account for was the true total cost of that one decision. But the car is just one example. Because the same pattern appears everywhere in Maya's life. Phone upgrade. $55 per month. Nicer apartment. $400 more per month than the previous one. Streaming services combined. $65 per month. Gym membership. $50 per month. Food delivery apps. $180 per month. Buy now pay later purchases she barely remembers. $120 per month. Each one felt completely reasonable when she signed up. $40 here. $80 there. $120 somewhere else. None of them felt like a dangerous decision. None of them felt like a trap. But together they form a financial structure built entirely on recurring payments. A structure that is almost impossible to escape once it has been built. Because once a payment becomes a normal part of your monthly life, it stops feeling like a choice. It just feels like a bill. And bills feel permanent. Now here is where it gets really interesting. Because the $500 trap is not just a math problem. It is a psychology problem. Human beings are wired to compare themselves to the people around them. It is not a character flaw. It is biology. We look at our friends, our coworkers, our neighbors, the people we follow on social media, and we calibrate our sense of what is normal based on what we see. And here is what that does over time. A car that once seemed luxurious starts to feel ordinary. An apartment that once seemed expensive starts to feel like the standard. The lifestyle that used to feel like a reward starts to feel like the minimum acceptable baseline. And that is exactly what happened to Maya. She is not trying to impress anyone. She is not consciously keeping up with anyone. She is simply living the life that feels normal to her. A life that looks almost identical to the lives of the people she works with. And that is precisely what makes this trap so effective. Because Maya is not just paying for her lifestyle. She is paying to maintain an image. An image of stability. An image of success. An image of being someone who has figured things out. And that image requires constant monthly spending to maintain. Here is the cruel irony. The more money you spend to look financially successful, the harder it becomes to actually become financially successful. There is an idea in personal finance research that captures this perfectly. Optimizing for appearance instead of outcomes. Most of the financial decisions that make people look successful in the short term are exactly the decisions that prevent them from becoming genuinely wealthy in the long term. That is the $500 trap in a single sentence. Okay. Let's talk about the actual numbers. Because this is where the real damage becomes impossible to ignore. The average American worker takes home roughly $4,800 per month after taxes. That sounds like a comfortable amount. But let's build a real monthly budget together. Rent or mortgage? $1,500. Car plus insurance plus fuel? $900. Groceries? $400. Utilities and internet? $200. Phone payment? $80. Streaming services and subscriptions? $150. Food delivery and dining out? $300. Gym, personal care, and miscellaneous? $200. Total: $3,730. That leaves Maya with $1,070 per month. Now $1,070 sounds promising. That sounds like real savings potential. Except Maya also has student loan payments. And credit card minimums. And those buy now pay later installments. When everything is accounted for, Maya has approximately $300 left. $300. After working more than 40 hours every single week. After completing years of higher education. After doing every single thing that society promised would lead to financial stability. $300. At $300 per month in savings, it would take Maya more than 27 years to save $100,000. Without any emergencies ever touching that money. Without any investment growth. 27 years. She would be 56 years old. Now let's look at what happens if Maya frees up just $500 per month. She keeps her current car for one more year instead of upgrading. She cancels 2 streaming services she barely watches. She cancels the gym membership and starts running outside. She makes coffee at home a few more days per week. $500 per month freed up. That is $6,000 per year. Invested in a basic index fund. At the historical average market return of 10% per year. In 10 years, that $500 per month becomes approximately $95,000. In 20 years, it becomes approximately $343,000. In 30 years, it becomes approximately $986,000. Nearly $1 million. From $500 a month. That most people are currently spending without giving it a second thought. That is the hidden cost of the lifestyle trap. Not just the money spent today, but the wealth that never gets built. So how do you actually escape this trap? Not in theory. In practice, starting right now. Here are 3 rules that work together as a complete system. Rule number 1. The 20% payment cap. Take out your phone and add up every single recurring monthly payment you have. Your car payment. Your phone payment. Every subscription. Every membership. Every buy now pay later installment. Every single one. If that total exceeds 20% of your monthly take-home income, you are living inside the trap. 20% is the ceiling. Not the target. The ceiling. The goal is to get that number as low as you possibly can. For someone taking home $4,800 per month, 20% is $960. If your recurring payments exceed that number, your financial foundation is unstable. And it is getting more unstable every single month. Rule number 2. The 30-day upgrade delay. Every single time you feel the urge to upgrade anything in your life, write it down and wait 30 days before doing anything about it. Not forever. Just 30 days. Research in behavioral economics consistently shows that the emotional desire for lifestyle upgrades fades significantly over time. What feels completely urgent today very often feels unnecessary 1 month later. If after 30 days you still genuinely want the upgrade, and you can afford it without violating your 20% cap, then consider it. But the honest truth is that most upgrades never survive the 30-day test. Rule number 3. Pay yourself before you pay anything else. The moment your paycheck hits your account, before rent, before car payments, before groceries, move a fixed amount directly into a savings or investment account. This feels counterintuitive. But it works because it removes the decision entirely. It becomes automatic. When savings comes first, your spending naturally adjusts to fit whatever is left. When savings comes last, there is never anything left. And month after month, year after year, nothing changes. Start with whatever feels manageable. Even $50. Even $100. Then increase it by $25 every single month. Keep increasing until it genuinely starts to feel uncomfortable. Then back off slightly. That point of slight discomfort is your real financial edge. And that edge is exactly where wealth building actually happens. These 3 rules will not make you rich overnight. Nothing will. But applied consistently over 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, they will completely transform your financial position. While most of the people around you remain stuck in the same cycle of monthly payments, slowly falling further behind without understanding why. Here is the final truth I want to leave you with today. Building real wealth is quiet. It does not look impressive. It does not photograph well. It does not make you the most interesting person at a dinner party. But looking financially successful is remarkably easy. It requires nothing more than the willingness to sign up for a monthly payment. The $500 lifestyle trap does not destroy financial futures overnight. It works slowly, quietly, almost invisibly, month after month, year after year, payment after payment, until one day you look up and realize you spent your entire prime earning years looking successful, while never actually building the financial freedom you were working toward. The difference between those 2 outcomes is not intelligence. It is not luck. It is not even income. It is $500. Redirected. Every single month. For a long time. Small decisions. Made consistently. Repeated across years. That is the entire formula. Before you close this video, I want you to do one thing. Open your banking app right now. Add up every single recurring monthly payment in your account. Every subscription. Every installment. Every membership. Just add them all up. Then drop that total number in the comments below. You do not need to explain anything. Just the number. Let's see what people are actually carrying and start an honest conversation about it. If this video changed the way you think about your finances, share it with one person who needs to hear it. And if you are new here, I publish videos every single week on real financial concepts with real numbers and absolutely no fluff. I will see you in the next one.